Asked this morning to share a few words about Peace River Presbytery, which is the place that I come from. If you've been a Presbyterian for a while, you've probably heard of the Presbytery, and you think of it as those people kind of far away. And that's true for the Presbytery in many of our churches. But I want to tell you a little bit about it. My name is Carson Brown. I am a ruling elder from Cypress Lake Presbyterian Church in Fort Myers, about 45 minutes north of here, and I'm serving for 2023 as the moderator of Peace River Presbytery. So in this role, I get to work with all of our churches to help them understand and see the incredible things that happen in a connectional church, just like the Presbyterian Church is a connectional church. There are 37 churches that are in the PCUSA in our presbytery, which spans from Bradenton, Palmetto area, all the way down to the geographical barrier is Marco Island, but Lely is actually the southernmost church in our presbytery, so that's a wonderful distinction. So this morning it's my privilege and my honor to bring you greetings on behalf of those 36 other congregations. The 150 plus active and honorably retired teaching elders, pastors within Peace River Presbytery, and the 15,000 plus church members just like you sitting in pews this morning all across Southwest Florida. I'm particularly grateful to be able to talk to you about our mission as Peace River Presbytery. We believe that Peace River Presbytery is called to affirm congregations, to connect disciples in ministry, and to be the body of Christ together. And we live that out in a lot of different ways. We try to imagine and create new ways for our church to be the body of Christ in a world that seems like it's harder and harder for churches to work together and to collaborate on new things. We see this here in Naples, right out to the east of us in Mission Peniel and Immokalee. Through the New Horizons program that many of our churches have, though it's not a mission of the Presbytery, many of our churches, including mine, find out about it through other churches within our Presbytery. As you can imagine, our Presbytery's one of our main focuses is currently working with churches to recover from Hurricane Ian. So both Chapel by the Sea on Fort Myers Beach and St. Paul's Presbyterian Church in Northport, whose buildings were destroyed by the storm, have found places to worship with other congregations close to them in their areas. That is the beauty of our connectional church, and it's such a joy and an honor to be able to represent it to you. So you might have been to a Presbytery meeting before if you're an elder or have been in the past, but I invite you to wonder how God might be calling you to serve at a council level above the session or above the church, like the Presbytery. And you don't need to be a ruling elder or a deacon to do that. There are many ways to serve within our Presbytery on committees and teams, different areas of expertise that we can all contribute to help make all of the churches in Southwest Florida grow and flourish. And I thank you for all that you are currently doing to aid the mission of the Presbytery, even if you don't currently realize it. I do want to share one more thing with you. Typically in this role, when I am invited to go to a church, whether it's to preach or just to attend worship, I get a very formal email humbly and honorably requesting my presence to be there. I'm not one for formality, so I'm not a big fan of that. So I especially appreciated my invitation to come join you this morning was a text that I got about a month ago that said, "Hey Carson, it's Brant. I need someone on August 13th. Are you game?" And I said, you know what? That's how I know it's not an imposter. That sounds like him. And that is the joy of our presbytery, developing meaningful relationships that help us to grow and prosper. So that's a bit about Peace River Presbytery, and I hope you'll take the time to, if you have any questions about it at all, talk to me, talk to your pastor, and I'm sure he would be happy to share as well. One of the amazing things that we have within our churches is the ability to support our church. That's what makes a church so special, is that the support of our congregation comes from our congregation. So as we bring forth our tithes and our offerings this morning, let us take a moment to consider, pause, and reflect on how God is calling us to serve in new and unique ways